I'm glad you and I have a crazy summer story because the way I kind of started was I don't even know where I got the idea. I must have stole it off somebody, but it was just mowing lawns. Now, fortunately for me, it wasn't one of those. I mean, we had, I guess, fortunately, unfortunately, I had all different types because we had that push along mower, the one that actually cut the blades and just spit the shit everywhere. That manual push mower. You remember the old one? We had the one that would it was kind of like a push broom and it would actually collect the leaves and it was like a push broom that would sweep it up and then collect it into a bin behind you and you're kind of pushing this thing. But I was fortunate enough to have a self-propelled lawnmower and you would just kind of hold the safety mechanism and you would actually be able to walk up hills instead of doing it like the old people did and you have to actually struggle and you're slipping and falling. So I remember I got motivated to start mowing lawns one day, and I guess I started just walking the neighborhood because we lived on a cul-de-sac, and I went up and down, and everyone's like, "Oh, thank you, but no, thank you." And I went to this one house, and he was down the road, not too far, maybe quarter of a mile, not too far. I mean, for me, I was six. How old was I? 13, 14?
Yeah.
Not too old, but I still had enough responsibility to walk maybe a quarter of a mile away from the house. And I knock on this guy's door and he answers and he goes, "Oh, yeah, I would love for you to mow my lawn. I'm John, by the way." And I go, "Hey, John. Well, hey, when do you want me to mow your lawn?" And notice it's really overgrown. He goes, "I don't know, come back next week." I come back next week. I got the lawnmower all filled up and I'm all excited. I got my first customer. We agreed on a price. I don't know. 20 bucks. I'm excited. I'm a 13-year-old. 20 bucks for me is a thousand. So I'm all excited. I start mowing the lawn and I'm going through, and I get like maybe one or two passes up and down his driveway, and the thing is just full of grass. Because I mean, at that point, that grass is almost up to my knees. It was super high, and I was super thick, and I was like, oh, this that
Yeah.
kind of right then and there, the reality of, uh-oh, I don't think I knew what I was getting myself into. That kind of started to settle in, and I was just like, okay, well, hey, where do you want me to dump it around there? So it took me hours, and this is during the summer, and it was actually getting hot, and but I was determined. I was struggling. Every two passes, had to dump it, going, going, going. Finally, I was just like, hey, weird question. Do you mind if I use your bathroom real quick? Yeah, yeah, come on inside, blah, blah, blah. And now, mind you, here we are. We're in the age of innocence. We didn't really have to worry about weirdos in the neighborhood. So it's for me to just walk into a neighbor's house. I didn't really feel too worried about those people in your neighborhood. He lets me inside. He brings me to the bathroom, and it's the old late 70s style, just those very pink tiles on everything. Very the tub, the toilet, everything was just pink. That's just that very old, ugly, retro, late 70s, early 80s pink. And I used the toilet and I put the lid down and I noticed in red lipstick jammed into the lid, it says pigs pee on the floor. And I'm going, what the hell?
Did you pee
What?
on the floor then, or
I
oh,
said, well, obviously this isn't for me because this is already here before I came in. And I go, I go, I'm washing my hands reading this, and I'm like, pigs pee on the floor. Okay. So here I am having this awkward conversation going, hey, John, again, I'm a kid. It's one of those we just kind of ask. It goes, what is that thing on the toilet lid? What do you mean pigs pee on the floor? He goes, that's my I got a prostate problem, so she always yells at me because I pee on the floor sometimes. Sometimes I miss and blah blah. And then he just starts unloading all of his life stories on me, and I'm going, "Hey, dude, I'd love to sit here and listen, but I gotta go mow your lawn. I don't want to hear about your prostate. I'm 13. I don't even know what that means right now, but I gotta go. I gotta go mow the lawn." So, I mean, I wound up having a good relationship with him. I wound up going back every couple weeks mowing the lawn, and Two of the times he actually took me to the recycling center, and he and I got to talk. And again, he took me to the recycling center way down in by town hall. I don't know if you ever knew that. He just, hey, you want to hop in the car with me? Let's go for a drive. Oh, okay, let's go for a drive. Where are we going? Like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to the recycling center. Okay, am I coming back? Hopefully.
Yeah.
But one of the times I was there, again, super hot summer. I'm dying of thirst. I said, dude, I'm a kid. I'm not prepared. Being in the scouts, I should have been a little bit more prepared for this. But I go, hey, I'm dying of thirst. You got anything? He goes, yeah, I got some soda. Do you like Pepsi? I said, yeah, sure. He goes into the garage and he comes out with a can of Pepsi and he goes, here you go. Now, if you put two and two together, he goes to the garage and he comes back with a can of Pepsi. It's summertime. I already know it's not going to be cold. And it was just drinking that hot, syrupy, carbonated soda. It was just, oh my God, it was the worst thing ever.